Forget the glittering tiaras, the endless tabloid headlines, and all the preconceived notions you might have about Meghan Markle. What if her most guarded secret, the one that could upend her entire public persona, isn't tied to royal scandals, palace rivalries, or arguments over bridesmaid outfits? What if it's something intensely personal, buried so deep that exposing it would demolish the fairy tale facade she's meticulously constructed over the past decade? Rumors are emerging, and they're not from unreliable sources. They're originating from the one individual who witnessed everything before the fame, the reinvention, and Prince Harry's entrance into her life. His name is Trevor Engelson, her first publicly known spouse. These rumors paint a shocking picture, a concealed episode from her pre-acting days, involving a clandestine teenage wedding in Las Vegas under the cover of night. Allegedly, there was a daughter, a hidden child named Noel, who has never been publicly acknowledged. The chronology is so convoluted and meticulously obscured that it raises questions about what other elements of her past were discarded en route to her royal status. Trevor Engelson has remained silent for years. He reportedly rejected lucrative offers to share his experiences, including details about the woman who supposedly returned his wedding and engagement rings via mail. But now, voices from his close associates are growing bolder, depicting not a fairy tale princess, but a shrewd strategist. Let's explore this buried narrative that's been suppressed for nearly 3 decades. We'll examine whether the entire royal saga rests on a secret, foundational layer that was excised before it could be revealed. Before diving deeper, if you're interested in more intriguing tales like this, ones that leave you questioning everything, consider subscribing and enabling notifications. And if you're eager to uncover the depths of this story, show your support with a like. What's ahead is a revelation that could shake everything. Let's begin. Trevor Engelson is a name worth remembering. He's not merely a former partner. He shared 9 years with Meghan, including 2 as her husband. As a Hollywood producer and influential figure, he lived with her through the daily grind, auditions, and hardships. He knew the authentic Meghan Markle, the one untouched by stylists, royal etiquette, or the polished image the world now sees, before anyone else, even Prince Harry. Their separation wasn't amicable. According to long-standing Hollywood gossip, after Meghan landed her role on Suits and relocated to Toronto, Trevor received a package containing his rings, sent back via registered mail. It was a cold, decisive end, like returning an ill-fitting item online. Yet Trevor isn't a resentful ex. For a decade, as Meghan's fame soared from a cable TV actress to a global celebrity, he uttered not a single word. No interviews, no memoirs, no cryptic social media posts. Publishers dangled 7-figure advances, and media outlets offered prime-time spots for his perspective. Everyone craved the story, from the man who was mailed his rings and then watched his ex-wife wed a prince. But Trevor declined every offer. This silence isn't merely about dignity or taking the moral high ground. It's a calculated choice. Those in his circles suggest he doesn't need to speak because he possesses the full truth. He observed the unfiltered reality that eluded glossy profiles or palace press releases. He witnessed the drive, the precision, and as insiders claim, the genuine Meghan. Recently, leaks from his inner circle have begun surfacing, and the initial bombshell reshapes the fairy tale entirely. Consider the vision board. Megyn Kelly, with her extensive network, revealed on her program that sources linked to Trevor confirmed a persistent rumor. Meghan allegedly maintained a vision board featuring Prince Harry's photograph long before their encounter. This wasn't idle fantasy or a whimsical, wouldn't it be fun to marry royalty notion. It was a tangible board, a strategic tool with his image pinned on it, a blueprint, a daily reminder of a goal. If accurate, this reframes the serendipitous meeting and blind date tale that captivated the public. The narrative of ignorance about royals and spontaneous romance might have been more orchestrated than organic. It wasn't destiny. It was a deliberate pursuit. Trevor, reportedly, is privy to this planning and ambition. He glimpsed it during her D-list actress phase. Imagine what he knows from earlier times. That's where the core story lies, the one that's been sealed away. Where do these murmurs of a concealed history, a prior life, stem from? A lesser-known name keeps appearing in hushed discussions. Joe Giuliano. He's an ordinary man from Chicago, not a celebrity or industry insider. According to persistent rumors, he was Meghan Markle's initial husband. The account unfolds thus. In Chicago, around 1994 or 1995, before her acting career or fame, Meghan, as a teenager, reportedly visited a modest Las Vegas chapel with Joe Giuliano. They exchanged vows and emerged married. No elaborate event, no cameras, no grand gown, no public notice. Just two young people making a life-changing choice in a city synonymous with impulsive decisions. Vegas elopements are commonplace, spontaneous, reckless, or romantic. But this one diverged. It ended not with a standard divorce, but an annulment in Nevada. Annulments differ profoundly from divorces. A divorce acknowledges a marriage that has ended. An annulment declares it never existed. It's a legal erasure, sealing records and resetting one's status. Legally, the union vanishes, offering a fresh start. Annulments occur for various reasons: haste, youth, or other complications. Yet the intrigue here lies in the timing and thoroughness. Erasing a marriage so completely prompts curiosity. Was it solely about erasing a youthful error? Or was there something else to conceal? Something incompatible with her future narrative? This leads to the most explosive element. Some close to the situation assert the annulment masked more than a teenage blunder. They claim there was a child, a baby girl. Born in 1995, named Noel allegedly, this infant integrated into the Giuliano family, raised quietly within their circle. Meghan, her biological mother, proceeded separately, forging a new path. No public references, no resurfacing photos, no emotional reunions. Just a whispered name and a timeline that challenges everything assumed. Now, examine Meghan's gap year. Her official biography vaguely describes a year between high school and Northwestern. University as one of self-discovery, travel, and European exploration. It evokes a dreamy, adventurous interlude ideal for profiles but lacking specifics. Most accept it without scrutiny. Gap years are standard for privileged youths seeking self-awareness or global experiences, but discrepancies arise. Sources claiming insider knowledge suggest she wasn't traversing Europe. No backpacking or soul-searching epiphanies. They allege she remained in Chicago, keeping a low profile, avoiding attention. And the family hosting her? The Giulianos. The same family tied to Joe and the Vegas story. A pattern emerges. Why spend a supposedly glamorous gap year in quiet seclusion in Chicago rather than the publicized travels? It doesn't align. Rumors intensify. She was there during a precise period, coinciding with a 9-month gestation and a 1995 birth. That missing year wasn't a break. It was a transition from motherhood to aspiring actress. She stayed in Chicago near Noel as an infant, not adventuring abroad. This paints a picture of deliberate concealment for a significant reason. If true, consider Noel's perspective, a child raised in a Chicago family, unaware of her mother's rising stardom. Meghan appears on screens, covers, and marries royalty, discussing motherhood, struggles, and authenticity. She has Archie and Lilibet, celebrated as a devoted parent, yet Noel remains unmentioned as if non-existent in her narrative. It's a stark contrast, potentially deeply affecting. Fast forward. If Noel was born in 1995, she's now nearly 30, an adult with her own life, perhaps a family. The rumors escalate. Allegedly, she's a parent herself. If accurate, Meghan, at 44, could be a grandmother. While the world observes her parenting Archie and Lilibet, her brand as a modern, genuine mother might conceal another lineage, a daughter and grandchild, entirely undisclosed. It's like parallel lives, one public, polished, and lucrative via Netflix. The other hidden, erased. Acknowledging this would undermine her authentic persona, built on selective truths. For Noel, watching her mother hailed as a maternal icon while excluded must evoke complex emotions. If a grandchild exists, that child grows without ties to a famous grandmother in separate worlds. One spotlighted, the other shadowed. Returning to the vision board and Trevor, it's not trivial. Sources claim it included Harry's photo, quotes, and a roadmap from actress to royalty, a business plan for personal life. This shifts the romance from chance to strategy, with deliberate steps. Other details amplify this. Allegedly wearing Princess Diana's favored scent upon meeting Harry, a possible coincidence, but part of a pattern of calculated actions. Trevor observed this firsthand, noting her methodical nature, adapting personas, planning moves, always advancing. Such transformation raises questions. What gets discarded? Rewriting one's story often omits incompatible elements, people or chapters. Once committed to a new identity, acknowledging omissions risks collapse. What does Trevor know? A pivotal question given his rejected millions. He avoids media, but associates say he holds evidence, messages, photos, emails from their shared years. He's not embittered. He's remarried, successful, content. But he knows the buried truths. Others retain fragments. The Giuliano family and associates recall a girl at gatherings, resembling Meghan strikingly. Eyes, features, mannerisms. Genetics evident. Memories persist. People talk as inconsistencies surface. The timeline solidifies this. Officially, Meghan's birth year is 1981, per public records, but alumni and classmates whisper 1977. Why crucial? Age discrepancies. At 14 in 1995, 1981 birth. Marriage and parenthood are implausible. At 18, 1977, it's feasible. An adult eloping, becoming a mother, taking a year in Chicago before college. The math aligns. Gap year for private matters. Then Northwestern as a reset, building anew where her past was unknown. Reinvention is common, but this allegedly abandons a life, a person. Admitting it would unravel her constructed image. Thus, we have Trevor Engelson, silent but knowledgeable, with leaking associates. Joe Giuliano from an erased past. A Vegas union. Annulled. A Chicago gap year masking reality. Noel, raised by Giulianos. The vision board, pre-meeting Harry. A possibly adjusted birth year enabling the timeline. A rumored grandchild whispers from insiders. Not tabloids, fuel this. People with no motive but recollection. It probes identity. When does reinvention become erasure? What of the abandoned? This narrative, if true, exposes layers beneath the facade, questioning authenticity.